Hey, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, aka Booty Sweat, and once again we are going through some more custom variation options for some characters to use in competitive play. And today we're going to be looking at Nightwolf. Nightwolf is a very mix-up heavy, combo heavy character, which means I like him a lot. So I think he has some pretty cool options for custom variations. So let's get right into it. Okay, for the first variation that I like to use, we're using a combination of Grappling Stalker, which is a variation that gives Nightwolf a couple of extra strings. It gives him this string, which ends in a throw.
Return to the spirits.
And it gives him this string as well. So just kind of like a couple of extra strings to use. The main reason I like to use it is because it does give you an additional crushing blow. So if you manage to use this move and it's a punish or a counter, you get a crushing blow and it causes a lot of bleeding damage. So you can see how much damage that's causing over time. Really good crushing blow. If your opponent does something unsafe, you just hit him with this and you get this crushing blow, and you can see over time how much damage that's doing, which is a fair little chunk for just a little punish. So I think that's a pretty cool reason to use this ability. The startup on that is really fast at 9 frames. It is a high, but I mean, you mainly want to use it for punishes anyway. It's basically just a free like 30 to 35% punish just for having this move equipped. So it's a pretty cool move. And the other thing that I like to have is the Rising Tomahawk, which is one of Nightwolf's launchers that lets you get some really good combos with him. So overall, there's nothing really too complex about this. You keep your bow and you can amplify it, of course. You keep all of that stuff, but you get that extra crushing blow with this, and in addition, you get to do some really cool combos with the Rising Tomahawk. And so you kind of have to time it a little bit when you're in the corner, but I'll show you some quick combos that you can do with this ability. Before we get into variation 2, I just wanted to say, if you're enjoying this, if this is giving you any kind of value or you're getting any kind of help out of this, then please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Leave a comment down below if you liked it or if you didn't like it, whatever you did or didn't like. I would love to hear it. Little fledgling channels like mine need that kind of engagement. So please make sure you do that. And yeah, let's get right into variation 2. Alright, now for the second variation, we are keeping the Rising Tomahawk, or the Tomahawk Rise, whatever it's called. So you're still going to get all of those good combos that you get in the other variation that we talked about. You know, you're still getting good damage and things like that, but in addition, we've added a new move, and this new move is Hana's Wrath. And you see, Nightwolf will actually send out this little spirit, and the opponent will start to glow this kind of yellow effect. And what that means is when they are under the effect of this attack, they cannot amplify their moves at all, which is pretty strong in my opinion. If you're wanting to kind of run that sort of set, it really will help you kind of outzone a little bit, because A lot of characters have high projectiles that then become mids while they're, you know, when they amplify. Well, with this, they can't amplify. So you'll be able to outzone a lot of them, that kind of thing. You'll be able to just kind of really mess up their game plan. And I think that's pretty cool, but check this out. So now I have Cabal set to block, right? Well, check this out. Even blocking it, he's still affected by the glow and still can't amplify his moves. Now, if he flawless blocks it, he is not affected. But if he just regular blocks it, then he's going to be affected by it. And notice one other really good thing about this move, it's not a high projectile, it's a mid. So they either have to jump it or block it. And whether they get hit by it or block it, they're going to be affected by it. So again, while they're under the influence of that move, they cannot amplify any of their own moves, which is just really kind of an interesting thing. It kind of really makes them have to play the way you want them to play. And then of course Nightwolf is good with all of his mix-ups and stuff. So, you know, I mean, you'll be able to get in there and really kind of mess with their head. Obviously, if they block something like that, then you're screwed. But point being, this move is just kind of interesting. It might be a little gimmicky, I'm not sure, but I thought it was at least worth using for a while. And I've had a little bit of success with it. So try it out if it tickles your fancy. Moving on to the next variation. Alright, for the third variation that we're going to cover in this video, I have added a couple of different moves. We've added Spirit Tracks, which is this little move. Nightwolf rolls forward and hits them with a low. This is a really fast-acting, low-profiling low move, so it's pretty good for the amount of space that it covers. 26 frames of startup is not bad. The range on it is ridiculous. If somebody is really trying to zone you out with high hitting projectiles, you know, whether it's Scarlet or, you know, whoever it is, you're in there. So wait for them to throw a projectile and then hit them with this. In addition, you can amplify it now. I think this was added in the Aftermath patch, but you can amplify this move to get further combos as well. So you don't just have to run it as sort of an anti-zoning tool, but in addition to being an anti-zoning tool, you can really get in there and kind of launch people in a way that they won't really expect a lot of times. This move is really strong in my opinion. I think people are kind of sleeping on it a little bit, but it's really, really strong because it does hit from really far away. The range on it is just insane. But then you can launch if you decide to do it that way as well. So you can do a couple of cool combos that way. In addition to that, we have added the lightning arrow. I like this because it pairs really well with it as a kind of combo ender. So once you really get a combo going with the enhanced Spirit Tracks, then you can end with this kind of slam down ender, and you can see that the hit advantage on that is 24 frames. 22 frames, it depends on where you hit them from. But if you hit them, you know, kind of closer, you have less frames. But the moral of the story is you're super plus on this, and you can easily get in for another, you know, another mix-up if you want. Now, keep in mind that this move is very, very unsafe on block. Yeah, so I just checked and it's minus 13 on block, which is actually not as unsafe as I thought. It is unsafe. You'll get punished by a lot of stuff. But that's not that bad, considering how far away you can be to hit the opponent. I mean, somebody throws a projectile at this range and it's over with. You're in there. And, you know, if they throw a projectile and you hit them with the amplified version, then, you know, you're hitting them with whatever kind of combo you want. So basically, and I'll show you a couple of cool combos that you can get with this variation as well. And that's going to do it for Nightwolf. Again, if you enjoyed this content, then make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more character guides. There's going to be a link to the playlist for all of the character guides I've done so far in the description. But yeah, leave a comment if you have any further ideas with Nightwolf, anything that you like to use, and I would love to hear it. All right, have a good one. Be blessed.